Javier.
Here.
Genevieve Vallejo.
Damien Treviño.
Alina Gonzalez.
Vanessa Rodriguez.
Mia Gonzalez.
Steven Garcia.
Alonso Cabrera.
Samantha Rojas.
Marisa Bustamante.
All right, that's a representative of our students.
Mr. McKinney,
yes.
bring them on stage for the board to shake their hands.
Oh, yeah, we will. She's taking a picture real quick. All right, go on stage, guys. Go up on stage. Lead the way. Lead the directors.
Great job, guys. You can start.
Eddie, you want to say hi? Oh. Hi. Hello. Great job. Great job. Great work. Great job. Somebody wants a great job. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good job. Nice. You get the one to hold the trophy. Good. Good job. Congratulations. Well, congratulations. Hey there. How you doing? Good job. Congratulations. That's my boy right here. Go, boy. Congratulations. Congratulations. Go, boy. These are my guys right here. Here you go. Sir, otra vez, sir. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. Oh, China. Sir, yes. Good job. Y'all did a great job. Okay, good job.
Casey.
Mr. President, I want to say a few words. Okay, Mr. McKinney, band director, students, I just want to compliment all of you on the performance this past season. Great job. And I also want to compliment the uniforms. I was really impressed with the new uniforms. I like the orange there. It looks great. So congratulations once again.
I would also, oh, so sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, sir. I would also like to say, band students, very impressive. You guys did great out there. It's always a joy to see you. I know it's a lot of work, and we are here to support you. We are here to cheer you on. We're your biggest fans, you know. Band directors, assistants, directors, and thank you so much for all the time that you dedicate to these students. They follow your example, and I really appreciate all the work that you do. We can't wait to see what's in store for next year. And puro band, let's go.
to add really quick. Having a daughter in band, I know firsthand the long hours that you're committed to our students throughout the summer. I know the heat is really hot during the summer, those long hours that you're out there. So I just commend you and congratulations on your area, on your Division 1, and keep up the great work. And those uniforms, as Mr. Rodriguez mentioned, really nice, really sharp.
Thank you.
Colleagues, any more comments? Okay, Dr. Rivera. Student recognition A2. Did we do the honor? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right. It's my pleasure to announce the following band members earned TMEA Region 28 honors from the TMEA Region auditions. The students are to be commended for their hard work and dedication to learning 3 pieces of music and then attending a rigorous competition. The students then rehearsed together for a couple of days and present a concert with a guest director coming up on December the 2nd. We had 2 students make the honor band, and they also advanced. Alonso Cabrera, go on up. He got 21st chair. He's in the honors band for clarinet, and he advances to the pre-area. We also have Jacob Garbe. He got 12th chair symphonic band on tuba, and he advances to the 5A pre-area. And we have a student advancing to the pre-area, Gilbert Moya on euphonium. Come on up. And also Jacob Abrego is not here, but he advanced on trumpet. So congratulations to all the Tiger musicians and the directors on their success.
Hey, I heard that.
Oh, of course. Okay, colleagues, moving along on the agenda. B, whoops, sorry, come over here real quick. B, Superintendent's report by Dr. Richard Rivera, Interim Superintendent. B1 enrollments. You want to give us all of them at once, or
Yes,
just
only
one?
once.
Okay, so we'll go B1 through
I'll do them all.
through B9. Go ahead, Dr. Rivera.
The first slide that I have, it should be on your screen also. These are the TA accountability ratings or scores, and you know our goal is to become better. It starts with me, the curriculum people, the campus staff, the principals, the students, the parents. So by this slide, you can see how we ranked in 2019, and the last one 2022. And you can see that of all the Region 1 districts, the overall score, we went 31 of 38. We student achievement, 30 of 38. The star was 35 of 38. So again, our goal is to become better in these scores, and it's a team effort. Okay. The second slide, that's better, is we received, staff worked very hard to get this grant, and there's a grant of $268,000, and we're going to use this grant to help us with the fencing and with the exterior doors. Again, the staff worked hard to get this grant, so we'll let the board know how we're going to spend this amount in these two areas, the fencing and the doors. The next slide shows an auction. At the auction, we're currently storing all the obsolete equipment on the old gym, and that's where I played basketball and attended proms. So it's the old gyms. So anyway, everything is there in surplus items, and we have the desk, the table, the chairs, office furniture, electronics, computers, and other items. So this auction is on the agenda for consent, and it's scheduled for January the 7th. So again, we want to get rid of all the old obsolete equipment.
Dr. I have a quick question.
Yes.
This would be on the newspaper, on the website, correct?
Yes, it'll be advertised. And you're welcome. Just let me know, and I'll take you to those gyms so you can see what's in there. And y'all are very young, so I don't think anyone played in those gyms, right?
I played
You did? Played basketball? Okay. You did too. Okay. The old gym. Okay. The next slide, I just want to show you our scoreboard. I know several years ago the board approved the scoreboard, and usually wherever I've been, the sponsorship it pays for itself with sponsors. But for different reasons, the cost of the scoreboard was $330,000, and for different reasons, probably because of COVID, we've not met the amount. It's already paid for, but I sure would like to get our money back in our fund balance. And for next year, we're going to work on sponsors, trying to get our money in to be able to pay for the scoreboard. It's a nice scoreboard, but again, we need to find ways to pay it ourselves and get our money back. The next slide is workers' compensation. As you're aware, the board approved a new company in August, and the rates were $100,000 lower. So right now, last year we paid about $413,000. It might be a little bit more after we make all the adjustments. And the fund balance right now is about $500,000. Might be a little less as we continue paying the bills from last year. But for this year, since the amount was $100,000 less, we only budgeted $350,000. And the firm doing this is the Deep East Texas Self-Insurance, and they're giving us an allowance to help us purchase safety equipment, by gloves and back supports and different things. So we are working very closely with our employees. So far in September we had 10 injuries, in October 13 injuries, and these were in all the schools: vehicles, slips, falls, burns, cuts, lifting, and but not all of these are doctor related. Some are just reported as accidents. But again, our goal is to go ahead and keep our employees safe by providing the proper equipment they need. The next slide is the enrollment, and the snapshot was taken in late October, and you can see that the enrollment, as the present enrollment in November, is 4,453 students, and last year in May we had less, 4,346. The projected enrollment back in August was that we were going to get only 4,160. So you can see that we surpassed that completely to 4,453. Our budget is based on the ADA of 3,773, and you can see for the first 6 weeks we exceeded that by 4,160, or at a plus 380. So our goal is hopefully to be able to get an ADA of 400 which will bring an additional $2 million into our school district. We want to keep the ADA. We want to keep our students. We want to go ahead and not push them out. That we are friendly. I've stressed this to our staff: parent friendly, student friendly. Smile. You greet the people. You make them comfortable wanting to come to our schools. And that's something that I want to stress again to our staff, that we need to be student friendly and parent friendly and keep our kids here. And answer phone calls. Whenever anyone calls you, you make sure, I already told the principals, you return that phone call the same day. If I can do that, all of you can do the same thing. So we want to go ahead, and again, our parents are the ones that bring their kids to school, and we want to go ahead and make sure that they stay with us and we don't push anyone out. Yes.
I interject, I apologize, sir, but to me, I think for the new board members, sir, correct us if I'm wrong, but for the past 5 years that we've been actually losing ADA, correct?
Yes. For the past 5 years, on the average, we lost about, on the enrollment, about 300 kids per year. So this is the first year during those 5 years that we've actually had more than the previous year. So the decline stopped. And the goal here is to continue growing every single year. So yes, I was concerned with that when I came to Mercedes. When I saw the enrollment, I said, less kids, less enrollment, less money, less staff. So we're working on that to ensure that we continue attracting kids to our school district. We want to bring them back, the ones that left, and recruit new ones. Just today, I talked to a parent, and has 3 kids in IDEA, and she doesn't like IDEA, so they're bringing them back to Mercedes. So that's the goal that we had, to bring our kids back.
I know it's kind of futile words I'm going to say, but you know, for the record, I think it's an era of just competition. I mean, we have all the charter schools, and we have the correct me if I'm wrong, we're open enrollment, correct?
Yes.
So Wesco, La Feria, all the other districts have open
yes.
enrollment, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly.
Right.
And again, you're right on target. We want our kids to return, and it's competition. Competition, and we want to go ahead and be better than all the other districts.
I'd just like to add that thank you, Dr. Rivera, and your staff, because their return on investment is incredible, because the plus 380 is just fantastic, and I'd like to applaud you and your staff. I mean, the community of Mercedes.
Thank you.
Man, this is fantastic, so thank you, sir.
Thank
I don't know
you.
if anyone wants to add anything.
I tell the principals, a school year is a marathon. We start strong, we want to remain strong, and finish strong, and keep our kids, keep our parents, and work with our discipline, and just be better within the competition. We want our schools to be safe, and that's what we need.
And Dr. Rivera, thank you so much. We also, just recently, we recognized the truancy department for, going to the homes, returning students. They played a big impact on that number. It was very impressive. I was very impressed with their efforts, and I'm glad we can give them support as well. So good job to the staff, good job, principals, and everybody else that worked so hard for it.
Thank you. You are on target.
Thank you.
The next slide shows the fund balance. The fund balance at the end of August 31st was about $16 million, but the board already approved about $2.2 million for the Mecca renovations, especially the roof. So right now the fund balance is approximately almost $14 million. We want to continue building on this, and it's going to be built by having the ADA enrollment increase. This is a healthy fund balance. We need a 3-month reserve for emergencies from TA, and right now we have it. To the right, you also have a fund balance on the workers' comp, unemployment, health insurance, the food service, the state comp, and the bilingual. So I will keep you posted on the budgets for these programs, and if we need to cover any from the fund balance to go ahead and continue. We don't want to have the money and yet not meet the service to our kids. So we might pull some of the money out to make sure that our kids have the proper tutorials and things they need to be able to pass their test and to be able to graduate from Mercedes High School.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
For the new board members. So we are still in good grades with the financial accounting rating.
Yes,
We're still in the A.
yes, we're in the A. We're in the A.
And I want-
But, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There are other factors on the A, and we're working to ensure that we continue with the A ratings, to make sure that everything on those indicators are met and surpassed.
Okay, I want to be on the record too, because not too long ago we barely made the C. So I think it's a remarkable turn of events, and thank you, Dr. Rivera, you and your staff would appreciate it, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Working hard, and our staff works 24/7, and we're on alert at all times for anything that happens, and to put out, I'm always saying, put out the fire, don't start fires yourself. Put out the fires, including me. That's my job, to put out fires other people create. And I want staff to do the same thing at the campus level, to put out fires other people start and be successful. The next slide shows the ESSER grants. Mercedes ISD, as well as the whole valley, we were saved by these ESSER grants that came from the government. We have 3 ESSER funds: ESSER 1, ESSER 2, and ESSER 3. And then you can see the amount. ESSER 1 has been spent already. ESSER 2, we have on B a remaining grant of almost $1 million at the end of October. So with that money, we're looking at to purchase either buses, cameras, or playground equipment. So we want to do something with this money that's there and spend it where we need it, that involves the boys and girls. The ESSER 3, we have a remaining amount of $13 million. And again, we're using that money wisely and where we need it. And on the next page, you will see the dilemma we have with ESSER funds. So on the next page, you will see that these are funded employees. In yellow, the ones in yellow, there are 44 employees, and the salary is almost $1.4 million. And this is funded for this school year and for next year. And you can see the group that's included: teachers, 6. Well, you can read those on the bottom. But on their contracts, these 44 employees have in their contract that when the ESSER funds ends in the year 2024, they no longer have a job. So our goal is, with these 44, to see if during the next 2 years we can go ahead and move some of these to local monies, the ones that are needed. But these, on their contracts, they have it, they're only good until the ESSER months end. The ones in green, these are the ones that we are responsible. There's 68 employees, the total about $2.5 million. These individuals, through different years, they have been changed from local to ESSER. So the amount is $2.5 million. So in 2 years, and we want to start right now. We don't want to wait till 2 years, then all of a sudden face a budget problem. We want to go ahead and move as many the ones that are here into local, to be able not to have this problem in 2 years. As board members, you're going to be here, all of you, in 2 years. So at that time, I don't want you addressing the problem here of having where you're going to put all these people back to work. So again, we want to start like right now, get as many as we can from, because their contracts does not state that their jobs will end. We have to find a way for them. So the goal here, and you see on the bottom, that most of these are the custodians. They were placed from local to ESSER. So again, our goal in the next 2 years is to move as many as we can to local, because the ESSER funds will not be available after 2 years.
Dr. Rivera, may I ask you?
Yes.
Just a ballpark figure, if you're going to move them this year, what percentage of the 68?
We have to see, as we look at the budget, as we look at the ADA, as we look at without emergencies, maybe even eventually look into our fund balance to be able to do this.
Okay.
So, but the goal here is, with our present budget, that we not spend all our money, and some of this money that is not spent can, at the end of the year, can be used back to bring the people here to local funds. So there's many factors that we're going to be looking at, but that's the goal. So that you're not faced in 2 years with the dilemma, I need to put in the budget $2.5 million and you don't have it. So we need to start now and not wait 2 years when this problem is going to occur. But again, it's not only Mercedes, all districts did the same things. All districts have the same issue, that they have to find a way to solve this issue, this problem. The last slide that I have is a maintenance tax notes. I'm not doing after the fact quarterbacking, but these were loans that were made. The energy project loan for 16 years. And in our budget every year, we put $651,000 for that one. During those years, the upgrades were not done for different reasons. I don't know why, but they were not done. So we're not getting, in simple words, we're not getting the results from this loan that we did. So I'm working with Mr. Herrera to make sure that we can get the upgrades that we need to be able to. Now we do have in our schools, we do have, or we can control. We have controls. They control. They stop the air conditioning after certain hours. So we need to become better into this, and make sure that we get our money's worth. The flood loan, that was necessary. The district had a big flood loan 10 years, or 10. The loan is for 10 years, and we borrowed almost $5 million. And then the C, the community approved a bond election for $20 million. Again, I'm not doing after the fact quarterbacking, but maybe it could have been a little bit higher, because we ran into the red on this one, almost $5 million for the stadium. So again, I'm not going back blaming anyone. The reason I'm bringing this up to the board is because we may need, and this will be board approved, we may need to borrow to get another tax note. Because you see that we need roofs, playground equipment, we need fencing, we need renovations district-wide, we need a gym and a band hall at Herald, that's a middle school, and they're not comparable to Chacon. So there's a lot of needs that we have in the district. So again, working with the board, working with all of us, we need to find a way. As you can see, we have some concerns, financial concerns, things that we need. So again, we're studying the possibility of having another loan, a smaller amount, not a big loan, to take care of the things that we need. I'm sorry I can't give you a better financial report, but I'm just being upfront with you, being very transparent on things that we need, that we're going to need, and issues we're going to face next year in 2 years. That's my report. I'm sorry to give you some financial issues that we have, but I'm always saying difficult but not impossible to solve. That's my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Dr. Rivera. And again, thank you for being up front and tell it the way it is. Does anyone like to add any comment, statements?
I have a question on the item D, number 4, CT renovations. I'm assuming that'll be CT funding, not local funding?
Well, we don't have enough on CTE funds, so it might be some local funds.
Okay.
And for example, the welding class that we have there is really, I don't know how long it's been there, but it's not a new modern facility where our kids, when they leave there, can be certified. So we need to look at that one too. I don't know when it was built, but I'm sure it was built many, many years ago. So it needs some work, and bring in the proper equipment. But it's not just that. It's also some other facilities district-wide that need some renovation. Yes.
Will we be receiving a more detailed list
Yes.
of the needed items
Yes.
throughout the district?
Yes. I work with maintenance to get to the list of things in our schools that we need to. Some schools are very old. You know, when I was here back in the 60s, you know, Taylor was there, Travis was there, and they're still here. So I know in those schools there's work that needs to be done. So again, working together. We can't solve everything immediately. It's going to take time and planning and make sure we spend our money wisely to take care of these problems. We also need to make sure that we pay our staff, because if we don't pay our staff and you have other districts paying more, they're going to leave. So it's a big challenge. Again, difficult but not impossible, working together as a team. The principals working with their ADA, with the enrollment, all of us have to work together to solve this problem. You know, some of you have been here, I'm talking about the principals and staff, for many, many years. And you know what's wrong in your schools, what needs to be corrected. But we need to continue to make our facilities better. And again, that's back to financial, on how much money we have and how much we can spend without going bankrupt. And we're not going bankrupt. We're gonna find a way to meet and improve the things that we need, and be able slowly to solve the challenges that we have, and solve these slowly. A priority of what's needed first, then take care of business.
Any more comments, statements? I just had an issue with Harold, and I'm going to reiterate what I've said in the past. Is I have a huge concern about it, because as a taxpayer, I voted for the bond to build Harold Elementary School. And for the new board members, I'm on the record saying that it's not a contract written, and but it's understood. It's almost like a la palabra. That school was under the guidance of a good architect and construction company, and it was geared and planned and built for our elementary school. When I voted for it, we need the elementary school. And now, you're absolutely right, Dr. Rivera. After the fact, quarterback, you're right. But to me, it's like, I'm putting this on the table to say, hey, maybe there's other options, because to me, Harold Elementary was exactly supposed to be a Harold Elementary School, not a middle school. And I just want to put that on the record, say, hey, where's the sake of transparency? Where's the trust, between the school district and the taxpayers? I mean, that's the way I feel. But, maybe later down the road, we can consider that or have that discussion, because that school was built for elementary. It was never built for middle school. I mean, if you're going to invest, I mean, that's millions of dollars, and it's just, to me as an investor, what's the return on investment? A school that's, to me, it's shortchanged. Those kids are shortchanged, people. I mean, I don't want to say some of those words that are kind of mean-spirited, but I just see the equity issue. That's all I got to say.
You're right on target.
Okay, let's move along on the agenda.
That's my report.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that, Dr. Let's go to C, presentation on safe routes to school by City of Mercedes.
Yeah, the city cannot be here tonight, so we're going to table this one to December.
Okay. Let's move on to the action agenda. A, Superintendent, consider and approve the resolution authorizing new bank signatures.
Since the same board members now have the same office, we really need no action on this one, because the resolution is the same ones. So unless you want to make a motion that the same ones that are here will be on the new bank signatures, I don't think we need to, but it's the same ones that are here already.
Okay, Mr. Flores?
We can go ahead and take no action on that item.
Okay, let's move on to the consent agenda. I guess we'll start from my right. Mr. Howe, would you like to pull anything for the consent agenda?
No, sir.
Okay. Ms. Vallejo, please.
No.
Would you like to pull anything? Okay, Ms. Delgado? Okay, I am going to pull C7 and F1. Okay, Mr. Martinez?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez? Mr. Garcia?
No, sir.
Okay, colleagues, I need a motion to accept the consent agenda in its all entirety except C7 and F1.
So move. Second.
Okay, I have a motion from Mr. Rodriguez, second from Mr. Howe. Any discussion? Okay, if there's no discussion, we have a motion from Mr. Rodriguez, second from Mr. Howe. All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Anyone opposed by saying nay? Motion passes. Okay, C7. Let me get my notes real quick, colleagues. C7. This is a Mercedes Independent School District. Hold on, I just gotta scroll down. Hold on.
7C?
7C. Let me make sure I'm in the right location. General Operating Fund number 2, budget amendments.
Ms. Garcia? On budget amendment number 2, general operations?
I just have a quick question, Ms. Garcia. The 2.2, $2,257,000 and $4. That is basically going to be the roof, correct?
Which one, sir? I didn't get to hear you.
C7.
Yes, but what was the question?
Data control codes 1100, access deficiency revenues over expenditures.
Uh-huh.
I assume that's going to be the roof, correct? The 2.2?
The last line item there, the 1200, excess over revenue, of revenue over resources, and
I'm sorry, about the 1100.
1100. That is just the difference between the revenue and the expenditures.
Okay.
And then you take the difference in the resources and the uses, and that 1200 number is the amount that will come out of fund balance for the funds that were committed for the renovation for Mecca.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
one I
the roof.
mentioned, the roof.
That's
Yeah.
what I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
From the
Just-
fund balance.
Just double checking on that one, ma'am.
Okay.
I just saw in my supporting document it was 2.2. That's perfectly fine. Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Thank you, Dr. Rivera.
Thank you.
Okay. That was C7. Well, I pulled it, so I guess I would make a motion to to accept the C7. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second. So, motion from Mr. Hernandez and a second by Ms. Delgado. Any discussion, colleagues? Okay, so no discussion. All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed by saying nay? Okay, motion passes. Let me see. F1, special education. Let me see. Dr. Vera, really quick, I just had a question on the signatures, the budget number, and it was scratched out, and then there's a new number in there.
On
or-
F1?
Yes, F1. The special ed consultant, the budget number was scratched and there was a new number. We're okay.
Ms. Garcia?
Yes, sir. The original account was 364, but that funding source is on hold temporarily. So it's going to be funded through 437, which is a special ed co-op.
Perfect. Okay. Just making sure, because when I see something scratched out like that, it really gives me a red flag. And Dr. Rivera, can we?
Yeah, it should have been scratched out. We need a new one.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Rivera. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Garcia.
Thank you.
Okay. I guess I'll make the motion to accept F1. May I have a second?
Second.
Okay, second from Ms. Delgado. Any discussion, colleagues? There's no discussion. All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? By saying nay. Motion passes. Okay, that concludes our consent agenda. Going on to executive session. Fast. Executive session A, personnel. Pursuant to section 551.074 of the Texas Government Code and attorney consultation pursuant to section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code. A1, resignation, termination, appointments, evaluation, reassignments, duties, and discipline of professional, paraprofessional, and non-contract employees, teacher substitutes and substitutes for maintenance, transportation, and cafeteria department. A2, discussion and consideration of the proposed termination of Adrian Lares, term contract, teacher contract. A3, discussion and consideration of the proposed termination of Santiago Salazar, term contract, principal contract. A4, discussion and consideration of interim superintendent agreement. A.B, student discipline. A.C, discussion and private consultation with attorney regarding pending or contemplated litigation, settlement matters, and/or matters where the professional duty under the state board requires private consultation with a school attorney. It is 7:52, and this school board is in executive session.